In today's video, we will be talking about the current CM Punk status in AEW. Ace Steel release caught him by surprise. WWE and AEW negotiations on Billy Gunn Raw appearance. King and Queen of the Ring tournament being planned, and former Ring of Honor talents considered for new Wyatt faction. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, CM Punk does not have a lot of fans backstage at AEW. Most of the talent are decidedly anti-Punk because of how he went after the very popular Hangman Page made AEW look bad by saying Page had not done anything in his career, and how everything Punk did after All Out made the company look bad overall. Rumors of AEW buying out CM Punk's contract have circulated. More on that later. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter has now revealed another possible change to WWE's Premium Live event. He says that there are talks about bringing back the King of the Tournament as its own event, with both men's and women's tournament likely to be included. Ace Steel was surprised that AEW let him go, according to Dave Meltzer from F4W Online. Even though Ace Steel's wife is said to have been at the fight after All Out, Meltzer says she was never asked about it during the investigation. Another info from Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer newsletter, he says that WWE has talked about having former Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team champions Vincent and Dutch join Bray Wyatt's rumored new faction, Wyatt 6. Vincent has been on Impact Wrestling for almost a year, beating teams like Bullet Club and Aces and Eights in tag team matches. Dutch, on the other hand, has mostly wrestled for independent shows. Fightful says that WWE made plans for Billy Gunn's travel so he could be on Raw for the 25th anniversary of D-Generation Next. One idea for saying on air that he works for AEW was to show a lower third graphic with the AEW logo. WWE decided not to do it eventually. CM Punk has not been seen on AEW television since the All Out pay-per-view on the 4th of September this year, as he was suspended along with Ace Steel, the Elite, and a few other names after they got into an altercation backstage after the event. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter shared that Punk is unlikely to return to the company and that AEW is looking into the possibility of buying out his contract. However, as of this video, these talks have been held up by a non-compete clause because WWE might be interested in signing up CM Punk. Now, Fightful Select has provided more information about this situation and confirmed that the contract buyout has been talked about. Also, the report supported another of Meltzer's earlier points, which was that backstage attitudes towards Punk have changed since the All Out conflict. A contract buyout was mentioned very early in the process based on those close to the situation, but as of Tuesday following Brawl Out, most around Punk told us that realistically he can't expect to be back. There were numerous AEW talent who said that they are not interested in working in a locker room that he's involved in again, unless huge amends are made for how the night made AEW look in general. Fightful then says that since the first talent meeting after the events of All Out, the talent they conversed with didn't think Punk would come back to the company, with a majority of them think that his time with AEW is over. As previously mentioned, Dave Meltzer reported earlier today that the potential buyout of Punk's contract is currently on hold due to deliberations over adding a non-compete clause due to expected WWE interest. With that said, Fightful Select have now reached out to WWE in order to gauge potential interest in Punk should he have his AEW contract bought out. We spoke with WWE sources who wouldn't comment in an official capacity, but on background provided us with some insight. They said that they didn't think that Vince McMahon would have brought CM Punk in, especially after Brawl Out, and noted that Fox has pushed for it to happen before AEW signed him. However, the line of thinking that was presented to us under the Triple H regime is that the right situation, right money, and right creative can leave the door open for anything within reason. Fightful talked to a WWE source who says Triple H wants to be a success and make compelling programming more than anything. CM Punk back in WWE is compelling programming. but I can see it being a full-time deal like what he has in AEW because of exactly what happened in AEW. That's even if he has interest. If he gets a buyout, he may not need to work again. Since the first reports of the backstage fight, neither AEW nor CM Punk have confirmed or denied these rumors. Until the company makes a statement, it's unlikely that we'll know what's going on with Punk. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to comment down your thoughts and also like and subscribe to my channel, Wrestle News. I will see you again in the next video.